welcome back, ladies and gents, as we are going to be going into Game 5 of the Garena All-Star Championship 2016 series. I'm so excited for this as we are going to be seeing a game between Singapore versus Thailand here in our fifth game. A little bit repetitive, but yeah, again, we are going to be your shoutcasters for today. This is Coach Arctic at your service, and with me is coming at you, G10.
That's right, and this is going to be the second to the last game of the group stages for the Garena All-Star Championship right now. And the current standings for these teams are, I believe, Singapore is 0-3, while Thailand has, are they 3-0?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah,
Currently
Thailand
undefeated
is
right
3-0 versus 0 versus an 0-3 Singapore, which is kind of sad because Singapore is actually very mechanically capable. The
Indeed.
players are very good. It's just that their synergy is still kind of lacking. We saw that yesterday, and it's even more pronounced today. They dropped the game versus Philippines.
Yes.
And I'm just hoping they don't go home with a 0-4 record, you know.
I really hope not, because I'm such a fan of the Singaporean team. You know, when I was there, it's just I actually visited Singapore. It was absolutely beautiful. So my heart is kind of bleeding right now for the Singaporean team right now. But hopefully, just hopefully, they'd kind of pull off a Team Indonesia and go for that one win. You know, just so that they don't go home with a total flop of 0-4. Really hoping, really praying. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and check out the pick and bans here for the side of Singapore and Thailand. So Zach, Jin, and Olaf for the side of Singapore. No surprise there. Again,
these
although
are very jungle-heavy bans right now.
exactly, you know, so I'm actually interested in seeing what other junglers we can see since Lee Sin has been taken off the board right now. Potentially viable picks for the jungle. Oh, wait a minute. Lee Sin and Kha'Zix.
Decent top lane, it happened.
Yeah,
QTV used it, I
Oh,
believe.
there we go. Yeah, correct.
And Kha'Zix in the jungle has also been, we've seen it today also. But Kindred, that's a pretty weird jungler, I'd say. Kindred hasn't been actually the same since they changed her passive.
True.
And it's just she's been really weak in competitive play lately. But you know, if you're still good at Kindred, she's still good. It's just that it takes a lot more to actually get Kindred going compared to before.
Yeah, I would have actually maybe have preferred to see the Rengar over the Kindred because
I want to see the Hunt, man.
yeah, that would be really cool. Plus the fact that, you know, they already have... Oh, okay, so we're going to be seeing the Nocturne because I found the Kindred problematic in the sense that if... What? Whoa, auto-lock.
Wait, I'm so confused by Thailand's
Wait, what is going on here? So
I have no idea.
Let us take a moment, breathe, and check this out here. Lee Sin, Kha'Zix, Jace, and Echo. So this pretty much, unless it's gonna be a crazy AD carry Jace, unless you know,
I mean, that's
Thailand 3-0 right now. I guess they could afford this, but dang,
this is pretty weird. The Riven hover over here for Team Singapore. Thailand, I think, since they're thinking that they've already secured their spot in the playoffs, they just kind of want to, you know, just mess around in the last game. Singapore, they want to go all in, however, locking in that Riven pick. Nocturne in the jungle, Ezreal AD carry, Karma in the support, and hovering over the Aurelion Sol.
I would love to see that Aurelion Sol.
Yes.
Aurelion still fairly OP, I'd say, especially when played extremely correctly.
But Mordekaiser
Whoa!
being locked in the mid lane, I believe. Wow, I have not seen Mordekaiser in competitive play since the end of Season 5, right?
Exactly.
Season 5 Worlds.
You know, when he was pretty dominant as that, you know, really taking down these AD carries in that bot lane.
Wait. We missed one.
Okay.
Urgot.
And then a Lee Sin support.
Lee Sin support has actually been... It works. One of the people here in Garena Philippines is known for his Lee Sin support. Not a player, but an employee.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's actually very interesting that I'm just pleased. No amount of training as a coach has prepared me for this. But you know what, ladies and gents, before we go into this really awkward, crazy game, let's go ahead and check out this clip from Singapore.
They're It might be
Toronto
the
Echo.
Echo. Here comes the counter TP coming in. Where's Echo? Parallel conversion. Lands
Oh,
on the tree.
members.
And the rope. He's trapped there. Where's the Glacial Prison? He lands it onto tree members.
Land's
A great
Respite.
Land's Respite. It will keep everyone alive. But that's just going to delay it inevitable. Alexis is still alive. Double kill for Kra. Making a triple kill. Can he get the quadra? The Red Buff is there. He bites him, Shinsekai. Where's the arcade shift? Mystic Shot procs. The flash comes in. Quadra kill on the side of...
Every single member, except Revive, who's handling the TP of Black, is here to contest. A good stun coming in from Raven. They will try and burst up high, I believe, but he's very, very tanky. Oh my goodness, actually, members on the side of Sovereign already dropping, looking like so easy on the side for Ciela. Nobody's stopping him, he's just straight to the back line. Very, very aggressive Ezreal play that's not getting punished whatsoever. One more bomb will drop. Ciela playing around the cooldowns. There's the flash coming out from East, and that last bomb, as well as the Elder Dragon Bird, will take him down. Revive has to be careful. I mean, those bombs do hurt, but looks like it's not enough to actually take down.
But looks like BTL, they want to put pressure in this mid lane. Look at Gragas on the side. He has the extra. Here comes the Spirit. It lands on the Arcane. The flash is split. Echo gas. It whips. And now comes the Chaos Storm. Here comes Maokai on the side. He has the ultimate window. Vendetta picks up the kill. But he goes down here. Lightfall looking for some vengeance. He gets the body slam away. But here BT1 lands the resonating strike. Heads up, boys.
And Haru just has way too much AD built up that he just one-shots him. Meanwhile, Kralix gets the kill onto Leafus. Yono lands the resonating strike. He'll go in, but double kill. Can he make the outplay? The wave wall. It's a triple kill. The outplay from Kralix. He's so good on Yasuo.
Where is the engage? Yeah, I haven't actually talked about this.
There's the engage, but it comes on the side of Rydro. Vera getting absolutely blasted out there right now. Alexis, the next one to fall, perhaps. Very, very low. Ciela charging in. Raven to the back line to scoop them up. And right there, that is the game-winning play, ladies and gentlemen. This series will indeed go over to Rydro.
Elder Drake buff has already timed out here.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
it's-
Meanwhile, Baron is still up and going and strong. And
Oh, Pi, he's getting engaged to it. Oh, look at Winjet. He's supposed to repel early on. Where comes the Everest Divide? And
Oh
Fearless,
my
he's taking
God.
5 members alone. He's gonna go
gonna get
down.
a storm.
And so much damage coming in. A triple kill on the side of Victor.
Got it,
This is
Angel.
gonna be Quadra.
Metabots.
There it is. Nope. Sivir,
Oh.
scumbag Sivir takes away the Quadra. And the Lucian is the only.
Brave enough. He's gonna go in. TP comes in to set up for the counter gang. But yeah, Kralix now just gonna get slowed. He's gonna get the kill onto Yono really, really easily. Meanwhile, Fearless gets the ultimate onto multiple members. Kralix is way too far forward and he's gonna get killed by Fearless. Alexis has tons of damage going in the backline. Kra uses the ultimate to finish off Ilaoi. And Shinsekai gonna go in deep. The pulverize onto 2. It's going to finish off the game. Kra eventually
burst
going
damage that the AD carry normally would be doing. Where's Neverland?
Oh, Ice Destiny. The body slam was close. I'm sorry, but here
Oh.
comes the flash. Oh, LY4, he's behind the whole team. Ethan trying to zone back out. What can Ethan do? That's a question. LY4, and
Gets
Ethan
shut
gets shut
down.
down. He didn't even use a chrono break. Ice Destiny looks to follow suit. A beautiful
Two-man hit by
knockout,
Bob
but
Rice.
that's not gonna do much. Double kill onto Maxi. Can he make it a triple kill? That's the real question. Vendetta pops it back away. Triple kill for Maxi. And the 1 kill onto Artea. Never lucky. He's the last member remaining. He gets his GA pop. Maxi's gonna auto the inhibitor. That's gonna be game. The ace comes out. A clean ace on top of that.
And there we go. We will be finding about what revelation Singapore will end up in as we head into Game 5 for today's Garena All-Star Championship 2016 series between the Legend Circuit Singapore and let's see
The
here. That is
Thailand
going to be...
Pro League.
There we go.
There we wait, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, correct. Very well. That is the Thailand
That's
Pro
true.
League. So, ladies and gents, let's go ahead and check out the interesting compositions that we have here per team. So, for the blue side, the Legend Circuit Singapore, make some noise, SG. In the top lane, we have Revive on the Riven. In the jungle, we have Zankazor in the jungle on that Nocturne. Very interesting. In the
Yeah.
mid lane, we have a personal favorite of mine, Krelix on the Mordekaiser for the mid lane. And to sum up our bot lane right here, we have the legendary Lyfor on the Ezreal for AD carry, and Vera on the Karma for Le Support.
Meanwhile, on the red side, we have Mossius Jace in the top lane, Noi as Kha'Zix in the jungle, Duke as Echo in the mid lane, and Golden Feet as Battlecast Urgot
Oh yeah.
in the AD carry position. Man, Sek becoming very aggressive with his pick here as Lee Sin in the support role.
This is gonna be very interesting.
This is definitely going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going to happen this game.
No amount of preparation for the Garena All-Star Championship prepared me for the compositions that both Thailand and Singapore are bringing out right now. You know, we're actually going to be seeing some very interesting synergy between these.
I know. Considering that Singapore hasn't won a game yet in this whole series, it's really because of their synergy issues, I think.
True.
And Final Land has just shown us so much skill so far, and I don't know, man. With all these weird picks, I mean, they definitely need teamwork to make it work, and that's what they have. But Singapore also has weird picks. This kind of feels like a solo queue game.
Exactly.
Almost.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I was thinking. And I guess I honestly, I mean, this may seem biased, but at least for Singapore's sake, you know, I'm really hoping that they potentially could get a win off of this, because Thailand, or rather, yes, Thailand, you know, they pretty much have a secured spot. You know, they're already going to be securing
Yeah.
the top seed for their group.
Definitely.
Plus the fact that, you know, this is Singapore. You know, we're seeing a lot of legends here. As I mentioned, Krelix, a personal favorite of mine, has been performing, from what I hear, in the Singapore region. Life 4, an absolute legend, you know, has been in the competitive scene for Singapore for quite a number of seasons now. As they said in the videos that we have been watching yesterday, is the prime veteran on the team.
Yeah.
So
And Life 4 is actually, if I'm not mistaken, he's one of the oldest veterans on this team.
exactly, yes.
Yeah, and man, Singapore, they're all their players are just really mechanically skilled. It's just that the most important part of League of Legends is the teamwork, and they don't have that much. And actually, here we see Duke with taking a couple of wraiths there from Noise jungle, so that he'll have the level advantage on this Mordekaiser. But will it actually matter, since Mordekaiser is sustain up with his W?
Yes, I feel like in which case, one of the ways where Krelix can really utilize this Mordekaiser mid, if he could get a lot of presence, or perhaps some roam, maybe from Mirai, maybe from Zankazor, maybe even from Vera. Perhaps Vera would be good, but oh, look at this duel that we're having between Duke and Krelix as early on in the bot lane. This is quite the interesting matchup here. Mordekaiser versus Echo.
Actually, one of the things that Kralix can actually do, and this is something that I've kind of studied, because I play Mordekaiser a lot personally, and one thing that you can do as mid Mordekaiser is have your jungler gank for you at level 6, make sure you kill the enemy mid laner, and then go directly for the dragon. Because
Exactly.
with Mordekaiser's ultimate, you can get that dragon. It just puts so much pressure on the map. You can use it to tank towers. You can use it to gank to bot lane. But speaking of ganks, we see Noi in the first gank of the game getting first blood, unnecessary flash by Duke.
Oh my goodness, yes indeed. Quite the uncharacteristic flash there coming from the mid laner, but oh, we have a...
Looks like Kralix kind of rage quit for a bit there.
Yes,
That's
it's actually quite
completely
unfortunate.
joking, of course. It's just the technical difficulties on the side of the players, I believe.
Yes, definitely, you know. Perhaps there was an issue with Krelix, you know, dying in that mid lane, you know, because he was kind of hanging around a bit too long. I feel like he could have
Yeah.
actually escaped that, you know. He could have flashed out, but
He could
still,
have flashed or ghosted out, but he didn't. Might be-
technical difficulty. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so we just received news that Kralix actually blue screened. His computer performed the blue screen death,
There we go.
and it shut down. So we will be having a break while they work on his PC, and then we'll get right back into the game as soon as we can. But for now, just stay tuned. Don't go. Don't close that tab. Right. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are in Game 5 once again. The technical issues have been solved. They will just be resuming the game. Kralix has gone down for first blood to Noi, and so far that was kind of a weird gank at level 2.
Yeah, that's very true. I was actually not expecting that such ham early on, but yeah, unfortunately, Kralik does go down first blood as a result of that technical difficulty. But then again, on the positive note, he does have both summoners up, with Juke having exhausted this unnecessarily exhausting his flash earlier, by the way.
Yeah, Colin Feet and Sek here trying to go for those aggressive trades onto the bot lane of Singapore, but Colin Feet gets taken very low, and with 0 mana to spam his Q, he's kind of out of options here. Although Sek, as a Lee Sin, one of the most powerful early game fighters, it's still kind of balanced in this lane, I believe, other than the health difference.
Exactly, and looking at the top lane matchup here, Revive half health while Mossy rather looking very healthy on this Jace, and that's the complication when you choose a Riven into a Jace. The problem is that Jace, he could just poke you out in cannon stance, and he could easily go head to head with you in the hammer stance as well. Especially the thing with the Riven though is that you can kind of predict when you can go in because she's somewhat predictable with the Q with W with E.
Yeah.
So which is why this is going to be very sticky for Revive, and unless he gets some kind of response from Zankazor, then things aren't going to look, for me personally, things aren't going to look as good for Revive. Although I got to commend him, CS-wise, he's doing fairly decently well.
Yeah, he will be up a good number of CS up on Mossy once he clears out this wave. And actually, Riven versus Jace is more of a skill matchup, really, and that is going to be a gank of Zankazor, but that's exactly what you were talking about.
Exactly.
Zankazor helping Revive out in that top lane. Mossy still has teleport, didn't see the need to flash for that because he was dead, he knew it, and he couldn't do anything about it, so just save the flash.
I really like that name, so Zankazor has a nice touch to it,
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's very unique, it's very, it feels epic as a name.
yeah, there we go. Zankazor has a little bit of a regal tinge to it, but there we go. Looking at the
Zankazor the Great.
There we go. Yeah, that's kind of a good way to put it. Zankazor. But yeah, 1-1 now on our scoreboard. Not that much of a goal deficit, still 500. And looking at the matchups here, I gotta commend Revive though. CS difference looking pretty good for him. And with the exception of, although I guess it's pretty justifiable, Noi up 10 CS, but then again, that's mostly because of the successful gank from Zankazor.
Yep.
So that's justifiable in a sense. And Kralix, I say, oh, there we go. Juke.
There is the play on Kralix. We'll get the stun off, but Kralix, he's a bit tanky as Mordecai's because of the shield that he does get. And Duke is forced to use the ultimate out. That was a level 5 Kralix. Oh, Zek going in on Lisa, and Noi trying to follow up. That was a flash, I believe, burned by Noi. Kralix still alive. I will survive, he says.
And that's the silver lining in that scenario earlier during the first blood. At least he had both summoners up, and as a result was able to escape from that 3-man collapse from Team Thailand.
Yes,
there.
exactly. And Sek just leaving Golden Feet alone in the bot lane, trying to make plays happen across the map. Is this how Thailand wins this game? Just by all-around map pressure. You have 2 junglers basically styling on a Singapore. Revive making some big rim plays, but it will not be enough. Wasn't able to get that last ultimate off.
A teleport coming in from Duke right there. Unless they plan on sieging this top turret really quick, I'm not really sure why.
I'm not sure that was worth it at
Yeah.
all because
They wouldn't be able to siege this anyway.
Yeah, they don't have items yet, and it's barely 7 minutes. The tower's armor is just dropped, and it's not like they can get.
Oh wait, I guess
Speaking
we stand
of-
corrected.
Yes, standing corrected. That's a lot of damage on the turret, and Revive is a ways off. That will be first turret for Thailand right there. We were wrong, man.
Yeah, I guess they do have all the potential in the world. They know what they're doing with this composition. But
Yeah.
then again, that is going to be a bottom turret traded for the side of Team Singapore right
Yeah.
there.
I like actually what Golden Feet did. He knew that he couldn't contest that turret, so he just kind of backed off.
Exactly. And, especially when you're on an Urgot that low level, without your support to support you.
Yeah, you don't even have support.
So there you go.
And-
Krelix just healing up the damage that he's taking from Jude.
Yeah, that healing on Mordekaiser is pretty crazy, along with his shield. Sometimes you think you killed Mordekaiser, and it turns out you didn't. And there is the Nocturne ultimate. Darkness gonna go and cover Duke's eyes for a bit, but he'll just have to, he just have to E out of that.
Come to think of it, I actually like the combo between Krelix and Zankaiser here. With, once Nocturne goes in and then Krelix props up the... I'm a little bit rusty on the skills on Mordekaiser
Oh,
here.
his ultimate?
Yeah. No,
Uh,
not the ultimate, rather the kind of the speed up that grants him the heal.
The W, I believe it was, it's metal theme.
Yeah, it's basically metal thing, rock and roll. But yeah.
We have the Mace of Spades for the Q.
Yeah.
I believe Children of the Grave is
The ult.
the ultimate.
Yes.
Yeah. And I actually have no idea
Very
because
rusty.
it's
been a
so
while.
long
I know, right?
since I've seen a Mordekaiser. Other than the couple of times I played him back, but that was way back.
That
in
was
Season
way
5.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there we go. Noi getting the kill on to
Oh.
live for though.
We actually didn't see that. We were more focused on Golden Feet farming back down in the jungle. It seems like, Live 4 actually went down, I think in his jungle. Pretty much. Yeah, he went down in his own jungle. The Thailand going very deep inside Singapore's jungle. Once again, Noi and Sek are at the Raptor camp, just trying to get a dive again off onto Krelix.
And here we go. Vera, just kind of lingering around the mid lane, knowing that, the collapse potential that Thailand has was absolutely insane. And this is a Mordekaiser that really hasn't built anything just yet and doesn't really have the survivability if that collapse does happen again in that mid lane.
Yeah, but
So
they
there
will
we
be
go.
Collapsing onto Live 4 once again. Has the arcane shift out and then flash. But Riven revived with the teleport. Sek flashing the last proc of the broken wings. Will he be able to get out of here? Yes, he just dashes out.
Oh!
Sidestepping that, but will Revive be able to get him? No, wow, that was actually a pretty well-timed flash from Sek.
Indeed, indeed. And there we go, 1-3 on our scoreboard. Still looking in favor of Team Thailand. But, as I've been saying, I'm really hoping Singapore manages to find a way to rally together, at least for this last game here. And there we go. Speaking of rallying together, this is going to be a very easy dragon. Thailand picking the dragon, but I don't think they will be able to contest this at all, knowing that Echo just about to go in, but we'll be back.
Speaking of teamwork, we know that Singapore's energy is kind of off, but you know what? What can't a sixth member fix? Yes, because now it's a 5v6 because Singapore has a dragon on their side. It's basically, another member of the team, and it's a big one, ladies and gentlemen. That dragon does insane amounts of damage. If the earlier you get it, it does scale with Mordekaiser, but right now it is just, it's tearing apart Thailand bite by bite.
It's that 6-man indeed. It's really working. I'll call him TLC SG Drakey. 6-man on Team Singapore right now.
TLC SG Drakey.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Was he actually going to go in there?
Attempting. Especially with
attempting.
Sek right there, but I don't think that's really going to work out.
Yeah, because Live 4 and Vera they were both there, and I know that Duke knew that. Oh,
there we
but top
go.
lane, Noi getting caught out. Will Sek be able to come in for the save to the skies by Mossy? Zankaiser will go down to the last auto attack from Sek. And Revive trying to run for his life, but will he actually? Oh, he goes for the big play!
Whoa!
And he flashes into the stun, but he will still go down. Takes down Noi. That is a 2-for-1 in favor of Singapore. In favor of Thailand.
Yes, indeed.
There you
Totally in favor of Thailand right there. And, with this, leaves Krelix in a very vulnerable position. Although Vera is there to support him, but then again, that is a very squishy Mordekaiser. And the collapse potential that Thailand, it's been so scary so far.
Exactly.
And, Singapore hasn't been able to respond to this properly throughout the 10 minutes. And, going into this mid-game, and considering that this is an Urgot, we kind of forget that the Urgot is even there because most of the action is coming from Mossy, from Noi, from Duke, and from
there
Sek. That's
is the hyperkinetic position reverser. Oh, well, actually, Sek going in with the Dragon's Rage. Live 4 gonna get taken down almost. Yes, taken down by Golden Feet, but Oh, let's see. Noi goes out to the tower shot. Golden Feet also goes down to the tower shot. Tower MVP in this fight. Oh, the accelerated shock blast doing a lot of damage to Zenkazer, but he will still get a double kill onto Juke. 3 kills for Singapore, but Mossy will be here for the cleanup. Gralix so low. Noi jumps in, gets the Q, and then the W4. Double kill. Will he go down though? No, he will not.
And he didn't even need to use the reset on the jump after getting that kill on.
I'm not sure he even had the reset. It's level 10, and usually with Kazakhs you evolve Q first.
Ah, that's true. That's very true. So 5-9 now on our scoreboard. In favor of Team Thailand right there. Singapore.
Oh!
Whoa! Almost,
Whoa.
almost.
Yeah, almost. If Fly 4 was a bit stronger there, if he had a little more items, then that would definitely have been a kill onto Noi.
Look at Revive trying to balance out, getting down this tower wall. He's playing a little bit of fancy footwork with Sek, but we'll be backing off that 5 and 10.
Yes, Revive has once again revived after that kill.
So
back
let's
there.
check this out right here. This was actually a lot of action. You know, Zenkazer giving the chase to Duke here, and you know, immediately changes to second. Then Golden Feet just taking all that turret aggro, getting as much kills, and does get the double kill onto the AD carry and support of Team Singapore right here. And then here Zenkazer trying to continue the chase onto Duke. Although I gotta say, even though it seems that Duke just hang around a bit too long, it did allow Mossy and the jungler Noi to get back in and just go for the cleanup.
That's true. And once speaking of Noi, that's a lot of damage onto Zenkazer. Saying, oh, there it is. Just the pure damage coming in from Kazakhs.
Oh my
5
goodness.
and 1 already.
Not to mention the 5,000 gold deficit in favor of Team Thailand. My heart is honestly bleeding for the Singapore team right now.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, they could potentially rally. Although, based on so far, I'm seeing, oh,
Looks
look
like
at this.
Golden Feet is getting caught out here a bit, but that's, oh, he actually does get the kill on the Kralex thanks to Mossy with that timely save to the skies.
Not to mention that first,
Quick kill by Duke onto Vera. It's just, Thailand is just stomping Singapore right now, 5-13, and they're just diving. They don't even care. Revive goes down.
Oh my goodness! Looking at this, 0 and 3 on for Krelix on that Mordekaiser, 0 and 3 as well for Life 4. Plus the fact that I'm not quite as happy with the itemization that Krelix has been going for so far. Abyssal Scepter, sure you get that cooldown reduction as well as the magic resist, but you know still. You know, he's just still so soft, you know, easily goes down once members of Team Thailand collapse onto him. You know,
Exactly. Oh, and Zenkazer just showing
consolation
his
prize
stuff.
right there. Yeah.
Actually, Duke was pretty low there, and I think he was feared so that he couldn't use his Chrono Break right
Yes,
there.
indeed. Actually, yeah, it was up. And so I guess, you know, perfectly well maneuvered there by Zenkazer.
Yes, good job. Nocturne actually is a pretty strong champion, although underrated competitively.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
there we go.
So there we go. Second, Mossy just kind of lingering on, trying to give
And
chase,
there's
but
the
here we go.
Trembler, exhaust onto Mossy. Ribbon comes in. Live 4 shutting him down. Ghost popped on Kralex. Will they go for this? He just stands in the middle of the lane. Is that a disrespect, Ghost, I see there? Oh, Noi.
Just running away from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Singapore finally a little bit of
A little bit of
bravado.
hope here, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So 7-14, they could have actually put for that, but maybe they will be going for this instead. I'm not so sure, but no,
Well,
they will.
it's kind of dangerous to go for that because Sek and Noi, not to mention Duke, are still hanging around. Monkey also. Oh, there's a kick, getting 2 of them. Kralex, oh, he does get hit by the Q once again. Resonating strike.
Singapore will be walking away from that. So
Yeah,
yes.
they'll just keep walking away from that. Yeah, as I was saying, Nocturne is a pretty underrated pick, especially in competitive, because he's more useful in solo queue where your team isn't communicating as well. But I feel like it takes a lot of communication on the. Oh, hold that thought. Hyperkinetic position reverser used on the Vera. Totally just gonna walk away from that. TP has been cancelled actually by Revive.
So here we go. We have Team Thailand trying to siege this turret.
Which is, I think that's weird because Revive is heading to the mid lane anyway.
true. Yes, true.
So he teleported to the tower, cancelled it, and then walked to the tower.
Probably,
Maybe a misplay.
yeah, definitely a misplay.
But here it is, a stun onto Golden Feet will go down easily, and now Golden Feet is on the team of Singapore. He is turned tail, and Singapore will be going for that turret.
They could
have
easily siege
spotted
this.
out
Oh.
Mossy, and there's the darkness, paranoia, Mossy getting feared. There's a quick kill by Zankazor. Zankazor, I think he's gonna go for that dragon while the rest of his team pushes mid lane. Oh, Noi and Sek in the back, preventing the wave actually from reaching the tower so that they don't have the tank. But they'll just have Golden Feet take it. They'll say, take your own
There you
tower.
go, but Noi and Sek on.
Oh,
but here we go with
revive.
Juke.
Bunch of damage. Oh, Golden Feet getting stunned up by Duke while Sek comes in. Oh, the revive will go down to Duke to jump in from Noya's lot of damage with Vera. He has the reset, but he will get taken down by Mordekaiser. Zankazor did go for the dragon, did get the mountain. Duke trying to chase here onto Live 4. Kralik still full health. Zankazor, Sek in a very bad position, will get taken down by Live 4. That's 2 for 2 so far. Singapore showing some heart here. Will the fear affect Duke? Yes, it will, but Golden Feet with the save. Flashing in. No, he didn't flash. Oh, there. The hyperkinetic position reverser. Gonna take down Live or bring him directly to the hands of Duke. And that's an ace for Team Thailand. The last Q from Golden Feet.
I gotta say, so far what we've been seeing is kind of messy from both teams. But, Singapore, I feel like they're trying their hardest to make the most out of the comp that they have. But it's just that Team Thailand is kind of playing a little bit more better, especially with the early collapses that they had early game. And it's the same trend over and over again. Overwhelming Team Singapore, with the lead that Thailand has. And
Exactly.
the collapse just continues. And Singapore is having a hard time responding to that once the whole entire team of Thailand proceeds with the same strategy over and over and over again throughout. And as we go into this 20-minute mark, Team Singapore needs to start flexing a little bit more muscles. Otherwise, from what I'm seeing here, unless Team Singapore manages to rally together, this is looking to be Team Thailand's game.
Exactly. What Singapore can actually do is they can try to burst down Jace with the Children of the Grave from Kralex so that it's a 4v6.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, but actually Revive, he does get caught out, and there is a quick kill for Noi. That is the beauty of Thailand's. Oh, actually, Noi getting taken out super low. Children of the Grave is on, and will he go down to it?
Ooh.
Oh, he will go down to the dot from Kralex. There's now a Kha'Zix on Singapore's team. That's what I was talking about earlier. Just Thailand having basically 2 junglers on their team is very deadly for Singapore, but still, if you can get that Children of the Grave, then you have an extra member, Golden Feet here with Sek. Sek going in, gonna burst down Vera. Oh well, even though he does not have any AD items. Oh, Golden Feet reversing the position, but he just doomed himself. Revive will take that kill, and Singapore will push down this top lane tower. Noi gonna zone out his own teammates from defending.
Oh gosh, 13 and 21 out on the scoreboard. Things are going south real
the bot
quick.
lane, Zankazor fearing Mossy. Mossy just accelerated shock blast, gonna take down Zankazor. He will go super low, but won't die.
Look at the siege though coming from Team Singapore.
Oh, Duke, he almost got a good stun there, but just very barely did they.
And Noi just right around the corner there.
But Singapore is in a pretty bad position right now. Revive is very low. Kralex will go down. Parallel convergence almost landing on, but he will just flash for the E and a quick kill. On to Revive. He will be reviving later on, but Lifeforce trying to go for anything he can. Does get Sek, but that will be a 4-for-1 trade.
Oh my goodness, I'm just quite speechless right now as to how this game has suddenly just gone. Although I gotta commend Singapore, they did get a inner top turret out of that. But then again, as a result, 4 members down from their side, not exactly worth, because this
Not the
only
best.
empowers, not exactly the best trade. Although at least it was a trade. It's just that Thailand, it just only helps Thailand's cause as far as building up this heavy lead that they're having right now against Team Singapore.
Yes, I still do commend Team Singapore. They have gotten both dragons right now, and they are equal in towers to Team Thailand. It's just that they're not getting the fights that they want.
Exactly, and one person I gotta commend on Team Singapore who I found was an absolute joy to watch so far is Zankazor.
Yeah.
I feel like out of all the members, he's the one that's really rallying, making quite a decent place. 5-5-2 on that Nocturne, not so bad if you're gonna compare to the standing of his fellow teammates right now. But hopefully maybe Zankazer could be that silver lining in the dark clouds that Singapore is experiencing right now. Just maybe, but we'll see. 14-25, still quite the comeback that they need to make though.
Are you saying that Zankazer has to be the light in the darkness? As he does, he casts
Speaking of-
Paranoia and take down Mossy. That fear is a very, very good tool. Since that just CCs the enemy for so long, it's not even just a stun. They're moving, but they're running away from you.
Zankazer could be the key here. So long as they continue that, continue to pick up, but
die here, but
unfortunately,
Juke will take him down.
But yeah, as I was saying, if Zankazer can continue the pick off and try to get some of the other members of Team Singapore to assist along,
Yeah.
then maybe they could slowly maneuver back. But it's just that Thailand is overwhelming them so much through the collapses that they've been exhibiting throughout the game that it's kind of hard for Zankazer to carry the team at this point.
Yes. Also to note is that neither team actually does have a designated tank.
True, it's very true. And okay, there we go. Revive trying to make something happen against Juke here as he tries to position bot lane right here, but just kind of lingering. But we'll be walking away from this.
Yeah, actually Singapore is...
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I was just going to touch on that their vision in their own jungle is lackluster right now, is knowing that Thailand is in the lead. And
And the gold, well actually the goal difference isn't as big as I expected, but still pretty
it's
big.
still
Pretty
pretty
big.
significant,
Yeah.
especially at this stage in the game. 25 minutes in. That's at least a half an item up for each member of... Oh, Noi trying to do something to revive the... Wow, actually Sack coming in for the save. Dragon's Rage wanted to revive to keep him from killing Noi, and they will get this bottom inner tower.
Oh my goodness, 15-26 now on our scoreboard, still in favor of Team Thailand. 8,000 gold official, almost 8,000, and they are knocking on this bottom turret right here. But
meanwhile,
Zankazer, my boy Zankazer, that's what I've been talking about. Zankazer is the hope of Team Singapore right now.
Yeah, split pushing, he is drawing attention to himself, and possibly going to save that, yeah, he will be saving that inhibitor turret from the pressure that he exerts in the top lane.
I gotta commend him. This is what Singapore kind of needs to do right now. If they want to try to get back in they all need all the stall time in the world, and Zankazer is doing just that. And here we go. We'll be seeing a 1v1.
Oh, no, it will not be, because Noi just jumps away, even
Oh.
though Zankazer is a level behind him, but with two people, oh, he actually still does get Noi,
Whoa!
despite Jude being there. But the next fight in there, Mossy just takes out Revive. That's a ton of damage from Jace. Kralix here will take down Mossy, and Mossy is now fighting for Team Singapore. Sek and Golden Feet, they may be going in too deep here. They're just quite ignoring Kralix as Golden Feet will go down for that. Sek trying to do a live 4 here, but live 4
Wow,
just gets a
fancy
quick
footwork.
double kill onto Golden Feet and Sek. Wow, actually, and Duke. It'll take tons of damage and flash for the last Mace of Spades. Ace
Oh
for
my-
two for Team Singapore.
That is what I'm talking about right there. Finally, the rallying is coming from Team Singapore here.
Yes.
You
And
know-
now they're going for Dragon.
There we go, an objective. Actually, not bad actually. If you're gonna look at the objectives taken by Team Singapore right here, even though there's a significant goal lead earlier, slowly closing in. They're trying their best to close it, set it back on equal ground. I gotta commend Team Singapore that at least they've been keeping up as far as the objective. All of the dragons have been going to them this far. Now their third dragon, plus the fact that they kind of kept up by getting 4 towers. Not bad, Team Singapore actually.
Yeah, and now here is TLC SG Drakey representing. Yeah, he will be Kralix's friend for a while here. Actually, you know what? Kralix can actually solo Baron with the Ghost Ray. But speaking of Baron, it will be started here by Team Thailand. They do know that Dragon Link is taken, so they know that it's relatively safe. Paranoia though, will they be paranoid enough? Will Zankazer actually with a steal? Whoa, and there's Revive. Zankazer will go down to Noi, but Noi is in a bit of a pickle here. Will go down to life 4 as Golden Feet he also went down earlier. And that Singapore, this is the rallying cry. Wow, that was just a series of pretty good plays by Singapore, and arguably some pretty big mistakes from Thailand.
There we go, 22 and 29. You know, Singapore, I gotta commend them. You know, this is what I've been talking about.
Yeah.
They have all the potential in the world to make a comeback. It's all about the trust. And you know, I feel like Zankazer was a huge reason
Yes,
as to why Singapore was able to maintain relevance in this game. Hope is alive for the Singaporean peeps right now as they get that middle turret right now. As far as objectives, Team Singapore are looking pretty good right now.
Yes, they have Baron. They have all 3 Drakes, and we know how powerful that can be. Even though Thailand is in the lead with gold-wise, we saw during Worlds even in the 3rd game between SKT and Samsung Galaxy, Samsung had all of the dragons while SKT had none, and come late game, SKT just got steamrolled by the Elder Dragon's true damage.
And here we go, looking at the builds right now. Finally, I'm seeing Krillix finally built the key items that I've been looking for in a Mordekaiser, which kind of grants him a little bit more survivability in these clashes. You have the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, you have the Chrono Belt, not to mention, which grants him health, which really helps him with the heal, you know. At least he's able to maximize the heal here, and I feel like that's definitely going to help him going into these clashes. Hold that thought, Noi!
Noi, once again, he's being a typical Kha'Zix, you know, trying to get those quick one-shots off. But it seems like Singapore has wised up to his tactics. But going back to Kralix's itemization, all of the items he's built right now have some sort of defensive component.
Yes.
Which is extremely good for a Mordekaiser. Especially if you're a mid lane Mordekaiser, you want to go full AP, it's more advisable to go for kind of a more defensive AP build. Oh, is that case they're actually dodging out?
Whoa!
Not dodging out from the last one, but if it...
And then Juke suddenly like, oh my goodness, I don't sure I can take
Chrono Break
this.
so prematurely, but
Whoa!
he will still die to Zankazor. That is a ton of damage coming in from that Nocturne. Wow, that was so premature. But Sek with a flash kick, Vera into the enemy team, but Kralix will take down Sek. Support for support, and hyperkinetic position reverser, fearing everybody. Life Ori maybe gonna go down. Yes, going down 1 for 1 once again. But then there is Revive just taking out Mossy. And that is 4 for 2 in favor of Singapore. The rallying cry is real.
Definitely.
Kazor. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Just Noi being a Kha'Zix, just taking down anybody he can find isolated.
Then again, you know, that did kind of buy them a little bit of time so that they could potentially get this. They did get the turret, maybe they will get the inhibitor. Yes, indeed.
Noi's just standing around. It's just... This game has gone south so fast for Team Thailand. Golden Feet helping to take his own inhibitor.
Exactly, you know, and I feel like, you know, the Singaporean viewers, you know, probably all hyped right now that finally we're seeing something happen. Revive, a little bit of a tight spot right here. Will he be very excited? Flash being exhausted.
He was one auto attack away from dying there. And Golden Feet just gonna annoy Noi right there with his auto attacks, which actually proc Rylai's.
It rhymes. Love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, 26 and 32 on our scoreboard right now. Look at the gold difference, you know, not even that big anymore. Earlier we were talking about how 7,000 gold lead at 20 minutes, so huge. But now, just within the span of 10 minutes, back in equal playing field. Welcome back, Team Singapore.
Yes, and what the amazing thing about this is Singapore is still 6 kills down. And they're just like 1,000 gold behind. Man. What a game. Singapore has just shown up in this mid to late game right now.
Oh, Noi!
Noi, he can't do what he's been trying to do all game. He's been trying to do that assassin thing to pick off anyone who's isolated, but Singapore is just, they're starting to mesh as a team.
Yes, finally, you know, at least within their last game, you know, before leaving All-Star, potentially we could be seeing a win from Team Singapore. And, you know, one thing that I really like about what Team Singapore is doing right now is the fact that earlier, what we saw hold that thought right though.
Yeah, Duke, he flashed for that. He will take down Vera, but Life for... Oh, yes, actually, he has to dodge out on that, yes.
Wasn't expecting that damage from Life 4 right there.
Yep.
And
he underestimated it, definitely.
Well, as I was saying, you know, the problem with Singapore early game was that, you know, Team Thailand had such an overwhelming collapse whenever, you know, three into ones and such scenarios. But, you know, going into the mid to late game, you know, Singapore already started building up the items, especially for Kralix right here. But yeah.
Yeah, Kralix, he has his needlessly large rod and his blasting wand. He's going to be building that into a Rabadon's Death Cap, Fedora. and that will be yeah, and that will be the third Mountain Drake, and it's just Singapore so on point with all the dragon timers. They are getting chased down by Thailand. Getting hyper-kinetic position where first her Golden Feet will take him down, and the dragon will go down for Thailand, their first dragon of the game.
Oh my goodness, there we go. But you know, even with that Drake right there, I'm not really sure if it's going to help Thailand's cause, but as far as the pushing, as far as the objectives, Team Singapore in total control here right now.
Exactly. And Thailand is kind of, I think they're kind of grasping at straws as to what happened, you know, to them as to why Singapore got so back into the game. But there it is. That's exactly why. The paranoia from Zankaiser and the fear, just a powerful tool to take down anyone. And there it is. That one ultimate from Zankaiser resulted in 2 free kills. Well, not so free because Revive died earlier, but it's still 2 kills for Team Singapore with barely any retaliation.
Oh my goodness, and you know, based from what I'm seeing here, those are some pretty big death timers, and potentially if Singapore continues to overwhelm, take advantage of the overwhelming factor that they have on the Thailand, but
taking down Mossy there, Vera gonna take down 2. That's actually pretty bad for Thailand. They're funneling 1 by 1 into Team Singapore, and that's just
this
not
could be
good.
the game.
This actually could be the game. The death timers are pretty long. If it's not the game, it's at least a couple of Nexus players. Boy, gonna try to go in, but there's the ace in the base for Team Singapore, and it will be the game. Amazing turnaround by Team Singapore. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for our Singaporean peeps right there. At least, you know, I was kind of dreading that they'd go 0-4, but then again, Team Singapore, again, this is kind of like the scenario with Team Indonesia, rather, that, you know, throughout the entire series, you know, they had that missing component which has resulted to their loss, and just at that last game, just at the last minute, suddenly it's there. You know, this is the type of thing that, where was that throughout the whole tournament? And you got to commend Team Singapore. At least they're going home 1-3 with that one win, and I'm definitely proud of them, and shout out to all the Singaporean peeps as well. Good job.
Yes, good job, Singapore. The Merlion is with you right now. And that was such an incredible game to witness. It was a complete turnaround from early to mid game and mid to late game. It's just Singapore came up behind Team Thailand and said, I'm going to take the wheel now. And they did. I think it was mainly because of a series of missteps by Team Thailand.
True.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, that's what I've been pointing out earlier. The reason why Team Thailand had such a ball is because they had so much collapse potential, and the thing is that, you know, you have people like Krelix, they still need those. They were still pretty squishy in the early phases of the game, which is why Team Thailand had such a ball collapsing onto them so easily. But, you know, the longer that Singapore prolonged the game, the more that they were able to start building items, and that's when Team Thailand started having a harder time with the same strategy of collapsing, and as a result, Singapore slowly came back into that game, and absolutely amazing. I'm just so happy for my boys right now.
Yes, very, very good job, Singapore. The picks from each team were we were not prepared for that.
Exactly.
We were not prepared at all. Earlier, if you remember, I said that I would love to see a Ribbon in this tournament, and there it is. There it is. And Revive just playing it, even though it was kind of sloppy in the early game, just in the late game, just a stun bot for the rest of the team. Zankaiser, amazing Nocturne plays. Man.
Exactly, and you know, I gotta commend Zankaiser. You know, if I recall correctly, we didn't really see him during the early phases. Possibly the sub for Team Singapore, if I'm not mistaken.
We saw him yesterday, I believe.
We did. Okay, but yeah, you know, MVP for that game, hands down, Zankaiser.
Hands down.
I'm a fan. I'm definitely a new fan now. Really looking forward to.
Of course, not discounting the other, like Life4 and Krelix. Still amazing plays by all players of Team Singapore, definitely coming together as one unit finally in that last game.
Very true, and oh gosh, a bit still. Congratulations to Team Thailand, though. They will be proceeding to the playoffs for our Garena All-Star Championship, and well, job well done to Singapore as well. I'm just so happy for both Singapore and Indonesia, at least going home with a win each.
Yes, no clean wipes this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. But don't forget, this is only game 5.
Yes.
I know it's been such a crazy day. It's been such a crazy group stage, actually, since yesterday and today. All of the games have been action-packed and exciting. And man, we cannot contain this. But stay tuned. There will still be Game 6 casted by, I believe, Shinbu and Iconic.
Yes, indeed.
Right, and man, that will be between Malaysia and Vietnam for a last game of the group stages. Tomorrow we'll be having the semifinals,
Yes.
and then on Sunday, November the 20th, we'll be having the finals for the World Championships to see who will, for my bad, not World Championships, but the Garena All-Star Championships to see who will be advancing to Barcelona in Spain. Yeah, from December 1 to 4, right?
Correct.
So yeah, without further ado, guys, thanks for watching that amazing game. This has been G10 coming at you and Coach Arctic. Be sure to check out the stats at what was the
allstar.garena.vn, ladies and gents.
There you go. And stick around for game number 6, the last game of the group stages. And we'll be right back. The stun onto Golden Feet will go down easily, and now Golden Feet is on the team of Singapore. He is turned tail. Darkness, Paranoia, Mossy getting feared. There's a quick kill by Zhang Kaiser. Zhang Kaiser, I think he's gonna go for that dragon while the rest.
But Noy and Sek on.
Oh,
but here we go with
revive.
Juke.
Bunch of damage. Oh, Golden Feet getting stunned up by Duke while Sek comes in. Oh, the revive will go down to Duke to jump in from Noya. A lot of damage to Vera. He has the reset button. He will get taken down by Mordekaiser. Zhang Kaiser did go for the dragon, did get him out. Duke trying to chase here onto